This is our moment, chat. Are we destined to win this or not? I'm nervous. Ace. Spade! Spade! Call with queen 10 in position. King 7 deuce. Board is boring. Do we want to continue here? So, yes. Theoretically, yes, we do with queen 10. We're going to choose all of our backdoor flush draws, ace highs, our queen jack, queen 10, jack 10, 10 9 backdoor flush draw, 9 8 backdoor flush draw, all of that. You got to think like we're getting 4-1 in position, right? That's significant. We're talking blind versus blind ranges. The ranges are wide. So we don't want to fold very much of our range at all. Probably the bottom 25% for that sizing, 20%. Is queen 10 in the bottom 20% of a blind versus blind range? Absolutely not, right? It's definitely not. So we're going to bet for value here. I think I value on myself against ace 10 only, and I beat everything else that takes this line, is my guess. A6, cool. And 7's in position on the button. So I think call is the answer. We definitely don't want to jam. It's too many blinds, right? It's 41. But we can call in position, hopefully see a flop. The thing that sucks about this is they could squeeze behind us, which makes our hands not very fun. But that doesn't happen, thankfully. We see a 10-10-4 flop. Pretty good flop for 7s, right? We're happy with this. If it checks to us, I think the default is a small bet. And if they bet small, we just call and see a turn. And good. Okay, turn is a 9. Another overcard to our pair 7s, but not a super likely card. They check. I think you could do both here, but I'm going to check. There's benefits to both, right? Like betting folds out some hands that have equity, like a king-queen, you know. Might get value from a few ace-highs. And they bet block on the river. I think we call here, right? Getting 4-1 odds. We need to have the best hand 20% of the time. I think they can block bet worse hands here. Even ace-4, ace-3 sometimes. Yeah, I think it's call. Jacks. Fair. Fair enough. Raise, call, squeeze. Now this is it. This is our moment, right? This is everything. This is where we figure out if we're going all the way or if we're going out. Big pot. We're all in. It's a very good hand to see. Come on, chat. 1.3 million, baby. Let's go. 1.3 million, baby. We're going the distance. Let's do it. Call. High card. Let's go. Trip 6 is in the main event. Some short stacks here. God, do I bet? Like, probably, right? It's like pretty draw heavy board. 6x is like my board. Checking, we're just going to check through so often. I think we just bet here. And thankfully someone gives us action with what's very likely to be a diamond draw or slow played like aces or kings. I'd prefer the aces or kings, obviously, over the diamond draw, but, you know, either would be fine. It's okay. And this is probably a flush draw based on the tank. So my prediction is aces, flush draw, trip 6s, and we scoop. That's my prediction. Aces, flush draw, we scoop. Listen, dude, sometimes you just play this game for a long time. You know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you may think that's edited. Nope. Sometimes you just know what's up. Sometimes the story is just like 2 on the nose. 1.8 million, baby. Let's go. You want to see a good flop? It's a good flop, but it's really hard to get paid, right? It's like, what do they have? Nothing. They got trash. So what do we do with the ace king? I think we 4-bet. The question is, do we 4-bet to like this or do we jam? You know, we could 4-bet to 600,000, but we're not going to be able to fold. Might as well just rip it here. I don't think we can fold to PO drunker. If we make it 600,000, they come over the top. We still got to call. Ace king against queens for 2.5 million. It's a huge pot. Ace king heart 3. Oh, let's go, baby. We might win this tournament, chat. We do have a real chance of winning the main event right now. 3.2 million. I see myself on the first page of the leaderboard. I'm in 6th place. With 226 left, listen, top 3 is an art score. The probability is increasing drastically. Open the 10s, get 3-bet. We call here. We do not want to get it all in pre-flop for 100 blinds. Way too deep. But we have a very strong hand that we're happy to play. Flop is king 8-6, 2 clubs. We want to continue against a small bet and against a big bet fold, right? If they bet 1/3, we call. If they bet like 400,000, we fold. It's awkward against like 320. 260 is not our preference of size either. Yeah, we call. We call here. Queen on the turn. If they barrel, we fold, of course. It's a bad turn card for our hand. We have no outs if they have one of these hands, like we're drawing almost dead. We could turn our hand into a bluff here. We're just going to get... They're going to underfold, unfortunately, I think. When it goes check on the turn of this run out, I think they're going to underfold. I'm not going to try and bluff here. I expect to lose this pot, but like I'm just not going to bluff. I'm choosing to not bluff at frequency. I think this is a bluffing hand, in theory. We win. What? How? From what? He's 5 of diamonds. We call here, right? Like 9s is a great hand. They jam for a lot, but 9s is pretty good. So big flip for 3 million chips. Oof. Oh! Come on, let's go. We win the flip the fun way, baby. Come on. Are we in the lead of the tournament? We must be close. 9s is great. So we're going to raise and basically not fold. To have the money here. In our main event, we have 10s as well. Wow. Big pots. Okay. First of all, call 9s against king, queen. 2 off the money. Big flip. Keep it real low. Lower than that. Pair the board. Dang it. Straight's good. All right. The 10s in the main event. Huge pot here as well. 10s against ace queen for 2 million. Keep it low. Come on, let's go. That's a big pot. 2 million. 2 million coming our way. Very good news there. 6.1 million. We're in the lead. We are first place in the main event. Let's go. We're in the money. Redfeld hype confirmed. King 7 is not a hand we need to bluff, by the way. Just check back. So 240 main cash. First place is 900. Can we spin up a little stack? Would be kind of nice. Obviously, call here with the king high with the nut flush draw. We river a king. In a blind versus blind spot, the money bubble has burst. Do we want to hero call here or not? I don't know, probably, right? Blind versus blind, ranges are wide. I think so. It's possible they have an ace, but like, you know, it's a pretty decent hand. Shorter stack as well. Call. Let's go. Catch the bluff, Dottie. Catch the bluff, Dottie. Let's go. Tied for the lead. I think I have the coolest piece of poker software you've ever seen today. It is called Hybrid Poker. Brand new piece of poker learning software where you test your score against myself, against Daniel Negreanu, against Bill Perkins, and see how you score against the 3 of us, as well as other poker players as well. But Hybrid Poker learns about you, the player, which is, this is really cool. As Hybrid Poker gets to know you, it's going to tell you what to work on. There's a link to the IQ test down below. Try it for free. I think you'll like it. So try it out. We're opening queen 9 suited in our main event. 3 of 137. Check raise, which is pretty nice for us with queen 9 with diamonds, you know. There could be a little bit of reverse implied odds here if it's flush over flush, but not very likely. I think the clear answer is to call a turn bet, call a river bet, and if they check at any point, just bet. Because we've made a flush, and hopefully we don't get coolered by the ace high flush or king high flush. We have 570. Again, it's going to be a call. Don't have this nut flush. Do not have this nut flush. Great river. It's a brick. We just don't really want to pair the board or see another diamond, right? Good luck. Come on, let's go. Huge pot and a big chip lead now. 8.7 million. We've got a big chip lead in the main event. Oh, we're in it to win it, Dottie. Settle in, chat. Okay, now let's go back to this four-handed. And rejam, I think ace queen's good enough against the shortest stack. There is some ICM here, but like ace queen's a really good hand. So go for it. Expect to see a ton of broadways dominate. I don't think I would rejam ace 10 because of the ICM, but ace queen we can definitely rejam. We're up against that ace 10. Just got to dodge it, and we're Gucci. All right, we are in the lead. We are down to 340 cashed with a lead and a stack that can put some pressure on both opponents as well. Queen Jack, a nice hand to put pressure on here. Although against the limp, I don't think we want to jam. That's a lie. We want to jam. I mean, because like they don't want to limp call off with a bunch of stuff that is better than us here. Do not expect that with very many hands. Very dry board against small blind. Going to go for a small bet. Their range is like just default stronger than ours, flatting in the small blind. But on this drive of board, I think we want to go for it. They lead on the turn. We call. We have the right odds to make a flush, and then we can also bluff on the river sometimes. Yeah, I think we have to go for a big bet. I don't want to go for the over bet. I don't think the difference between their folding frequency is going to be much different between a 240 and a 140 here. But we need to bluff, right? Like we're the chip leader. We have a hand that is not going to win a showdown. We kind of have to bluff there. Call by king 10. Pair 10's fair. Call. Very lucky for us with kings against ace 4. We've still got to dodge it though. We do. Okay. Heads up, chat. Slightly behind. We're in second place, but we have cashed for 520. And we're playing a $380 heads up. Tie game for 380 bucks. Let's see if we can win this thing. 2 pair is good. I just bet here with 2 pair for value. Expect to get called by a lot of 1 pair hands. A lot of draws missed here. I think it's a no-brainer for us as we take a slight lead. Jokes, we're tied. 5-5-9, 2 clubs. I think we small bet for value here with our ace-king. Likely the best hand. I wouldn't bet a hand like ace-8, for example, but I'll bet ace-king there. Wow, another top pair. So sick. Could get away with a half pot bet here too, but I think 1/3 is all right. 9 on the turn. I think bet turn 2/3 and then check river. It's a thin bet with 10-3, but there's a lot of draws our opponent can continue with. I think it's tough to get a 7 or a 5 to fold, honestly. They're just going to keep calling on that board texture, so take it down. Slight advantage here in chips now, but hitting a lot of top pairs, you know, like anything can happen here. Some bet, some check. I think I'll bet queen 4. Okay, and we just go bombs away now. They fold, good fold, good fold. It's too much to jam. It's kind of sad when you have to limp fold this hand to an all-in, but it's okay. They call, flop is king jack 3. Can better check here. The only reason for betting is like denying equity and building a pot when we hit a 9 or an ace. We're not really getting better hands to fold, but it's also not a disaster when we get raised either. Like our hand's pretty decent, so it's okay. And we limp call this one. If they go for the rip, it wouldn't be my first choice, but like we kind of have to with ace-7 against jack 8 of hearts. This is a hand that I think can check back for what it's worth, just because it's really playable. Come on, let's go! Ship it, Dottie. We take it down. This 109. Yes, it's not a huge field, but it's nice to win a tournament, dude. 900 bucks. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Oh, it feels good to win a tourney, man. Now we're raising up ace queen in the main event. That's good. Raise, call, and a squeeze all in. This is brutal. Reason being is like we're definitely doing well against this, but we don't want to risk 60 blinds when this could be a slow play. I don't think there's enough of an edge here, so we fold. Open ace-9, get a call in the big blind. Ace-7-3 on the flop. Rainbow. Dry board. Nothing going on. Bet a quarter is going to be the default play here. They have so many auto folds. We have a big range advantage. We're going to go for the small bet here. We take it down. Simple. Maybe Padraig Harrington. We're going to see bet with our gut shot. This is an interesting hand to double and triple barrel. The thing when they flatten the big blind is they don't... It's really unlikely that they have aces or kings or ace-king. They could have 9s. They could have ace-9, right? Our queen 10 is a reasonable hand to bluff, but our other options would be queen jack, queen 10, jack 10, and then 8s through deuces are all options to bluff here, right? Ace on the turn is a really bad bluff card. We're trying to bluff a king or a 9 when the board pairs. I think we should check. We should check. We also probably want to bluff 8s through deuces more so that we unblock queen jack, queen 10, and jack 10 in their hand, which is definitely going to call flop with a gutter to the nuts, etc. So I give up the story here, lose to king 10. So shove is close, but I think call is better with queen 9 suited, so we're going to call. We flop a gutter and a backdoor flush draw. Pretty decent flop here. Gets a hijack raise. So hijack's going to have a bunch of suited ace-x and some offsuit ace-x, like ace 10 plus, every suited ace. They're going to have a bunch of broadways that have gutters. They're going to have some suited connections, but really a lot of stuff hits here. They've been half pot. I think we need to call with the backdoor flush draw on the gut shot. If we didn't, I would think about folding queen 9 because they chose such a big bet size. But with that backdoor flush draw, I think we have to. They call, river's a 7. Now, do we want to bluff here? We have one of the best bluffing hands. I think we need to. It sucks because when they check back, they have so much ace-x that can just call this river. But unfortunately, they also have king, queen. They have king, jack. They have queen, jack. They have little pairs that bet the flop. There's too many hands there that we can get to fold. We have to bet. This is one of those spots on the wave, right? Where it's like we have to bluff, but we also know that over 50% of the time, we're just losing our bet. But it's still, we're getting a good price on the bluff there. So we have to do it. And, well, the wave sucked. Whatever. We just continue on. We fold the 10-6, keep going. I'm a relatively new football fan. How many people we got on the Facebook stream? I think like 100 or so at the moment. 140. Kings against 10s for 4.8 million. Come on, let's go. We're still in this, baby. 10's no good, Maya. Let's go. 10s. We see, this is interesting because it's almost like that 9 spot where you actually start to flat some pairs, not 10s, but like with 8s, you probably call here, which is interesting. But with 10s, we're all in, and I hope that we didn't run into it. Good luck. Let's go. This is our moment. Now, 11 blinds without a suit. I think we just jam. The other argument is let's min raise and try and induce a rejam, but I think people are going to give us a pretty strong range for raising on 11 blinds, you know? So I think we're going to go all in and hope to get a call from a worse hand. 27 left, 569 cash, ace king, all in, deep in the main event. Is it our time? Ace queen suited is a great hand. We're going to raise call here. Suited, it's very playable. Post flop, we're up to 13.5 blinds. So now we're at a stack where I think we do want to induce a reshove here. We want to induce some more action. It's good if we can go post flop as well. Like ace queen suited is a strong hand. So let's see. Down to 24. One off a little pay jump. The pay jump is $200. But we might not get it because we're going to be all in here against Maya, I think, who has 20 million. Okay, so we hit that pay jump to 764. Ace queen suited is beautiful. 13 blinds deep against Maya. This is our moment, chat. Are we destined to win this or not? I'm nervous. But on the surface, he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. Ace. Spade! Spade! No! Oh. We break even today, chat. We are out in 23rd. GG.